Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a monthly reading for June. This is a general reading for water signs. So this is going to be for Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpios. So remember, it is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate. So just take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. As usual, I'm going to go ahead and list in the description box below all the cards that I'm using. And as I shuffle each deck, I'll introduce what the name of that deck is. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the very first thing that we're going to focus on is the general theme for the month of June 2019 for water signs. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do or tap into the energy with the Tao Oracle. Okay, so what is the general energy going to be for the month of June 2019 for water signs? So this is just going to be something that maybe you're focusing on this month, just the general overall energy. Let's take a look and see what we got here. We have excess, okay? So excess is talking about stress, overload, exhaustion, obsession, gluttony, burdens, worries, the breaking point. So this is kind of like a 10 of Wands energy. So let's go ahead and get an Osho Zen Tarot message to kind of clarify this energy. Oh, look at that, you guys. So we are letting something go this month, water signs. Letting something go that is just not serving. Anything that's excess, anything that's just too much, we're done, okay? Now, this might not be your choice. And what I mean by that is sometimes when the Tower comes through a reading, it just means that the universe does for us what we have not done for ourselves. So if you have been putting something off, or if you know that something hasn't been good for you, sometimes the universe can step in and tragedy strikes, and then bam, you're relieved of whatever it is that's no longer serving you. It's kind of like your time is up. You've had all of the warning signs for a very long period of time that you know that you should be done with this particular lesson, or you should be done with this particular situation, yet you've been putting it off. You've been holding on, out of need or dependency or whatever the situation may be, and now something's crashing down. We can't withstand it any longer. This is just an unnecessary weight. It's an unnecessary burden that does need to be let go once and for all. And that's just what I'm seeing here. So this could be a month of total, stress relief, as in something happens and it just causes us to feel like, this relief, this sense of lightness, this sense of just this burden is gone. This excess, this stuff that we've been holding on to, we're relieving it. We're just done. We're feeling that relief from all of this exhausting energy. Okay. And for some of you, this could be that, something happens and it's just like, oh my gosh, but it's like tragedy strikes. But after the dust settles, it's like, oh, thank God. Thank God that happened, because had that not happened, I wouldn't feel the relief that I feel today. So either way, there's definitely some sort of an energy of something major happening and something major shifting, something majorly that shifts, but it transforms your life and it lessens your burden. It lessens the load. It gets rid of things that are no longer serving. Okay. So it's a clearing out of old energy and inviting in new energy. That's the overall theme for the month. So let's go ahead now and go into the energies here of challenging energies or blessings, or a little bit of both. Let's see what we get. This right here is called the Marchetti Tarot, created by Ciro Marchetti. We have the Sun's energy. So that sun could be that blessing, okay? That blessing in disguise, that after that dust settles, all of a sudden now the sun can come into the situation. We have that energy that maybe we did not have before. This right here is called the Oracle of Visions by Ciro Marchetti as well, Marchetti. Yeah, this right here, time's up. I gotta be completely straight up with you guys. This is something that is long overdue. You've known about this problem for a while. You've known about whatever this burden has been for a while. And again, some of you may be choosing this yourself, and others, It's like the time has come to let this go. And so it's like the breaking point. You can't handle it anymore. It's either not serving you any longer, or the pain of a situation, it's just too much. It's just too much. Something happens and it's just like it causes you to drop all of that burden. You know, sometimes the actions of other people or just things that happen outside of ourselves, circumstances, can sometimes just change events that we wouldn't have changed on our own. So some of it may be voluntary, some of it may not. Some of you may just be shocked by this or surprised by this. And this isn't to scare anybody, but there is a major clearing of energy here that's very, very significant and very necessary, because the time is up. We cannot waste any more time on this. We have to let this go. We have to allow ourselves to be transformed. Why? So that way we can continue to grow. The sun shines on things in order to help them to grow. And it might be that while you're in this energy, you're shading yourself from the sun. You're literally shielding yourself from the sun, the energy of fresh, positive growth. And so something needs to be stripped away so that way you can move forward in a positive direction and continue to grow. And so you might be really resisting that this month, and Spirit's saying, we're here to help you out. Okay? So some of you are making these decisions. Some of these decisions are being made for you. So major, major energy coming through immediately, but I'm getting it's a blessing if you can see it that way, okay? So let's now go ahead and go into the past karma, lessons, and experiences. So we're going to get a little bit more information perhaps about this. So we're going to be using the El Goliath Tarot. Ten of Cups. This is the Halloween Oracle. Okay, so when I see this card here, I mean, it says sweetness and energy. I mean, this is just Ten of Cups. Whoa, happy, so happy, you know, everything that I want kind of energy. So what I'm getting for some of you is that it could be a family situation that's just no longer serving, okay? Maybe there was happiness at one time in the past, but this is something that's just, there's either no more happiness or things have taken, a dramatic turn for the worst. And it's something that maybe we're having a very difficult time letting go of, but this is something that we do need to basically, leave in the past, okay? What I'm also getting for some of you is that this is something that you want. You want this Ten of Cups. You want this sweetness of life. But this cannot come to you as long as you're holding on to something else that isn't serving. Meaning that the sun needs to be able to shine these rays on you, but you're literally shielding it by holding on to something else. So some of us want this, but literally we're holding ourselves back from receiving it. So whatever this behavior is, or whatever this maybe situation or person or energy is, we've got to let something go. Some of us in the past, we may have had a dream, of our Ten of Cups with a particular situation or person, and it's just something that's just not working out. We're putting all of our blood, sweat, and tears into whatever this goal is or whatever this dream is, and it's just something that's just burdening us at this point. It's either burdening us because it's not happening, because it's taking too much of our resources and time. I am getting that this is a time to just basically let go of that burden. Let go of the excess that's no longer serving you. There's something that's blocking you from your Ten of Cups at this point. Okay? And it could very well be the idea of your Ten of Cups that is blocking the true Ten of Cups that's supposed to come into your life. And sometimes our specific goals or our dreams or our wishes or desires are pent up on a specific person. And when we do that, that can create a major burden. And that creates devastation, because when we put all of our happiness into somebody else's basket and somebody else cannot fulfill, they can't fulfill that dream. They can't fulfill those dreams or desires for us. This is definitely an energy here that can create a lot of heaviness and a lot of sadness and just a lot of darkness. So I feel like what Spirit's saying is that if some of you guys have been hanging on to something specific, hanging on to a specific dream, whether it's a dream that you're currently in or your wishes or desires for something to either shift or change or to become this Ten of Cups, what Spirit is saying is that you've got to let something go in its present form. You've got to allow a transformation to occur. Sometimes we're just holding on way too tight to a wish or a dream or desire. Sometimes we're holding on too tightly to, an idea. We need to let go. We need something to basically kind of crash and burn and allow new light to shine on it so that way we can grow in a new positive way. Whether it's with this situation or without this situation. But the time is up. The time of doing things in this way is up, is what Spirit's saying. So this is kind of like a hard knock of life right now, a hard lesson to basically learn, is that sometimes we just have to let go and let certain events fall into place and occur. And we're trying to do it all ourselves, but it's just not happening. And for some of you, this just could be, you've always taken the burden of other people's energies or problems. You've been living everyone else's lives for them, but you're not living your own life. You're now depleting yourself of your own Ten of Cups at this point. So it's a part of your karmic lesson to find the light, to basically find your way, to come out of this energy and to start shining and being in your own energy and enjoying your life again. Because the Ten of Cups and the Sun is one and the same for me. It's a very joyful energy. And then we have sweetness and synergy. So this is telling us this sweetness is ours, but we have to choose it. And we have to choose it by letting something go or changing something about ourselves. We got to drop something. Drop an attitude, drop a belief system, drop a dream, drop a fantasy, drop a person, whatever it is, we've got to let something go. We've got to allow some new light, some new energy, just new energy to come into the situation to help to turn it in a new direction. That's what I'm picking up on here. So it's a part of our lesson. It's a part of our just karmic lesson to learn something about, happiness and about achieving this happiness and about not putting all of that expectation onto another person, to really focus and concentrate on providing that for ourselves. Okay. So next message is going to be our environment. So this is about other people that are in our environment, experiences that are happening outside of ourselves, or how other people, how they're experiencing, or how we are experiencing them, how we're being affected by their energy. This right here is called the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. We have butterflies in the gloom. After sadness, happiness, and hope return. So do you see? There is not all doom and gloom here, because I know that's how the beginning of the reading kind of sounded, as in, the universe is coming in, it's time, dun, 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 we've got to just let something go, it's going to suck. But the thing is, there is butterflies in the gloom, meaning that from this darkness, there will be transformation. Yes, the tower can be scary, but if we just let go and allow it to happen, things will transform for the positive, okay? This right here is called the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. Eight of Wands, message. So the Eight of Wands is movement forward, okay? It's always a card of movement forward. But what I'm getting here is that if some of you are waiting for perhaps movement or communication or something to take off or life to get exciting again or something to happen, there's this transformation that occurs after a period of stagnancy. Things do move again. Okay, things will improve in your environment is what I'm getting from this message. So the message from the universe, which is what that card says, message. The message in all of this is that there is going to be transformation in a positive way after all of this. However this goes down for you guys, something positive is going to come from it, but we've got to let it go. We've got to allow this tower moment to occur. And we may have been trying to prevent this tower moment for a long time. And Spirit's saying it's time, it's just time. So again, I know that that message sounds kind of gloomy, but there is butterflies in the gloom. After sadness, happiness, and hope do return. And that's the message from Spirit. Just trust. Everything is going to happen exactly as it's supposed to, and it's for your highest good, and you're actually going to be happier for it in the end. Or things might pleasantly change and surprise you, but sometimes holding on to something in its present form where it can't breathe, where it's stagnant, nothing can really change and grow and transform. But if we just kind of let go a little bit, then it's as if by magic that something transforms right before your very eyes. But sometimes we just don't trust. Sometimes we just don't trust that if we let go, we're scared to let go. I don't want to let go. I'm scared to let go. If I let go, I'm afraid I'm going to lose it forever. Well, the thing is, if you lose it forever, that's the chance it's just not meant to be. And what's not meant for you, fighting against that is just going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you stagnant. So it's about just opening yourself up to whatever is meant for you. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So now let's take a look here at what Spirit wants you to focus on. Okay? What goals or what energy does Spirit really want you to focus on? So this is the Art of Life Tarot. Ace of Pentacles. So this is about brand new experiences. This is about new energy, aces, the beginning of something, tangible energy. Pentacles, that's earth energy. These are things that are tangible, things that we can do. You know, sometimes when it comes to dreams and, you know, thoughts and emotions, those are things that we can't tangibly see, okay? But this Pentacles energy, this is what you have in front of you. This is what you can work with. This is what you can do. This is relying on your own self to create things to happen. You're not really relying on anybody else. You're just relying on yourself. This right here is called the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Love it. And we have Glamour. This is about looking at yourself and just feeling so good in your own energy. So that's what Spirit wants you to do. They really want you to just focus on you. Focus on you and what you can create. Being more self-reliant, not relying on other people, you know, to make you feel good. Really being able to look at yourself and see the possibilities of the life that you can create. Not looking to other people to fulfill your happiness or to fill your basket. Your own basket is so abundantly full. And when your own basket is full, then there's abundance that just literally pours out to you from the universe because you're already in that vibration. So when we're looking for others to sustain us, to, fulfill our needs, then we're in that energy of need. And sometimes people, energetically are repelled by that. And so if you don't feel good about yourself, you're literally going to attract the wrong types of people. So what I'm getting here from Spirit is that they really want you to focus on how you see yourself, how you view yourself, how you look at yourself. And when you're in an energy that's of high vibration, you'll start to attract the right types of situations and experiences and people to your life. Your outer life will finally reflect your inner in a positive way. Okay, so that's what they want you to focus on. All right, you guys. So now we're going to focus on some energies that are ahead for you. We're going to be going into the Alice in Wonderland Oracle as well as the Wonderland Tarot of the Wonderland. Energies that are just ahead. King of Cups. Fantastic. Now this could be your own energy because it's a water energy. This is about mastering your emotions, really sitting pretty, having all of your emotional needs met on your own, not needing to look outside of yourself for validation. So this could be a mastery for some of you. For some of you, it could be a partner. And we have messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. Interesting. Well, when I'm getting this energy, though, messages, the King of Cups may have a message for you. Yes, this message could have something to do with animals, meaning that the spirit world is trying to speak to you through certain animals. Rabbit could be your spirit animal. Rabbit could be your Chinese astrology. I think rabbit, I think was mine. Yeah. But there could be some sort of a message for you in regards to the animals that you are seeing that have some kind of message for you. Because the water energy here of the King of Cups is very emotional, yes, but very spiritual, very wise. And so there's messages that are all around you in the material world. And what I mean by the material world is like in the environment, in the natural world, surrounded by animals. There could be that you have this inner calling or this life's purpose that involves animals, involves helping animals, involves, volunteering, something like that. So this could literally be a message for your future, if that's resonating with some of you, that this is some sort of work that you're going to be doing or some sort of direction that you're going to be taking. But I'm getting as an overall general message for everybody, whoever that's not resonating with, is that there's certain animals that are going to show up in your path to look up what these mean, or to pay attention to the things that are happening or what you're thinking when you see these animals. There is a specific message for you about your future, and it's just about the things around you in regards to these specific animals that you're seeing. It's very, very interesting. I love that message. It's very, very magical. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead now. We're going to break things down into earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. We're going to be using all of Radleigh Valentine's tarot decks for this one. The very first thing that we're going to focus on is earth. And earth energy has to do with the material world. Money, finances, physical body, career, things like that. So let's go ahead and get into that. We're going to be using the animal tarot cards for this one and see what spirit has to say in regards to the earth energy in your life for the month of June. We have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Spring. What a fantastic energy. This is represented by the Persian cat. This is actually the cat that's on the cover of this deck. So, the Queen of Spring is somebody who is talented, brilliant, independent, charming. It says, don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. So the Queen of Wands is extremely ambitious. She has certain visions, and whatever those visions are, she literally creates that and brings it into her physical reality. She's very much like of a boss nature. She's a person that's in charge. She's extremely independent. She relies upon herself. And so there has been some energy in this reading that's talking about, kind of relying on other people perhaps for our happiness. And this is an energy where we're really empowering ourselves this month. We're really stepping into that queen energy. We're sitting on our thrones. We're basically kind of letting other people know what our needs are and how those needs can be met and what's going to work for us and what's not going to work for us. So I definitely feel like there's some energy where we're taking back our power. Now, for some of you, this could be in regards to your career and money, as in you're really, really rising to the top. You're really being recognized for your expertise in your field. This is also an energy where you're really feeling good about yourself. You're feeling extremely attractive. The Queen of Wands is very magnetic, so a lot of people find her attractive. And so I'm seeing here for the month of June, you're really feeling good in your energy, or at least this is something that is obtainable for you this month. This is about letting go of old things that are no longer serving us. Maybe that old situation is keeping your confidence levels down. So if you're letting something go this month, it could literally have a positive effect on you, like the Queen of Wands. It's great energy. So the next message that we're going to get into is the element of air. Air has to do with our thoughts. It has to do with communication. It has to do with our inner knowingness, our mental state. This is the Fairy Tarot cards. What is the message? We have the Two of Winter. So the Two of Swords here is an energy of being indecisive, holding back, needing to make a decision, but we're not making a decision. We're feeling stuck. So some of you, yes, you are going to struggle with this decision, or, how to deal with what the aftermath is of whatever this Tower moment is. You might feel like, you need to make a decision, but you're still kind of struggling with it this month. But what Spirit is saying here is that the only way out of it is to make that decision. Okay. So I feel that by the end of this month in June, a decision, like I said, if you don't make it yourself, it's almost like it's going to be made for you. But remember, it is going to be favorable. So it is about just trusting that everything that is happening, everything that does happen, everything that's supposed to happen is happening for your highest good. So it's about just trusting that, okay? All right, so, and it's also an indication too that if you guys are waiting on some sort of communication, perhaps, when it comes to someone or something, it might be that communication is still kind of up in the air as well. That's just what came through. Now let's go ahead and go into the Archangel Power Tarot cards for fire. Fire has to do with our passion, our creativity, and our energy levels. Oh, I love it. This is an energy here of strength and courage and self-confidence. It's everything that the Queen of Wands already is. And so I'm just getting here that not only are you that in your material physical world, but you're also this in your energy. Your energy is very, very high for dealing with these challenges that you may be facing in June. Whatever this is, you're going to be able to get through it. You have the strength and the courage in order to face it and get through it and survive. You're going to be just fine. This is also an energy of sometimes strength shows up in other ways. It's about being calm. It's about restraining yourself. Sometimes we may want to fly off the handle, and we feel like if we're up in somebody's face and we're flipping out and fighting, that somehow that is showing, that we're strong. And sometimes it takes more strength to be reserved and to be kind and to be forgiving and to not take that crazy action. Okay? This right here is the Angel Tarot, and we are tapping into the energies of water, which has to do with our feelings, maybe even our love lives, our intuition, or healing. We have the Three of Earth. So for me, what I'm seeing with this is that the Three of Earth is about the physical world. So I definitely see that things are basically moving forward for you because you're very focused on moving forward in the physical world. You're not super hyper focused on your emotions. You're not focused on staying stuck. You're not focused on being in an emotional state. You're really actually focused more on the things that are tangible, the things that you do have control of. Sometimes when we feel very emotional, and when we are relying on other people, that can cause us to just things to go haywire because again, we're just up and down all around with our emotions. But I'm seeing here for this month, you're really just kind of relying on your practical, logical side to get you through whatever challenges and circumstances that you're dealing with this month, okay? So work matters, what I'm seeing here, and as far as creativity and success and being recognized, for a job well done are very favorable with the energies that have come through so far. So there's a lot of energies that are really supporting your strength and your courage, even at times of confusion. It's like all this energy is working for you. So the last message that we're going to get is from your guardian angel or spirit guide using the Guardian Angel Tarot. What's the final message for water signs for the month of June? We have the Judgment card, review and contemplation. It says you've accomplished a great deal in your life and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. The Judgment card is right before the World card. The World card is the end of a cycle. So we're closing an old door and we're going through a new one. You're reviewing and contemplating this new beginning this month. So something major is about ready to change in your life. A major decision, a major closure, so you can go through a major ending and a brand new beginning and a fresh new start. So this is pretty big. And that's why I feel like we started with the Tower's energy. This is something that maybe you've been struggling with for a while, but you're ready to close the door on something. You're ready to go into a fresh new phase of your life. So you're reviewing and contemplating, and as you're doing this, your guardian angel, your spirit guides are with you, basically helping you and telling you they're proud of you. You've accomplished a great deal, but now it's time to basically think about the future that's ahead. And you certainly have the strength and the courage to do that. So anyways, you guys, I hope that those messages resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next month. Have a great day. Bye-bye.